You're having one of those mornings where everything feels like it's going wrong. You're already running late, your mind is juggling a dozen things at once, and your toddler is refusing to get dressed. You try asking nicely. Then you repeat yourself. Maybe you offer choices or try to make it fun, but nothing is working. The clock keeps ticking, your stress keeps building, and in a moment of frustration, you snap. Just get dressed. The second those words come out, you see it. Their face falls, their eyes fill with tears, they pull away from you, and almost instantly, a heavy feeling settles in your chest. A thought creeps in that so many parents know all too well. Did I just damage my bond with my child? That fear can feel overwhelming. It can make you question yourself, your parenting, and the kind of relationship you're building. But here's something that might surprise you, and hopefully bring a sense of relief. Research shows that even in the healthiest, most secure relationships between parents and children, they are out of sync as much as 70% of the time. 70%. That means even the most patient, loving, and emotionally aware parents are getting it wrong more often than they're getting it right. So those moments when you lose your patience, raise your voice, or don't respond the way you wish you had, those are not signs that your bond is broken. They are signs that you are human. Parenting is not about perfection. It's about connection. And connection doesn't mean always getting it right. It means being willing to come back and make things right. Because what truly shapes your child's sense of security isn't the mistake itself. It's what happens after. To really understand why this matters so much, it helps to look at the situation through your child's eyes. To your toddler, you are their entire world. You are their safe place, their comfort, their anchor. They trust you more than anyone else. So when your voice suddenly becomes loud or sharp, it doesn't just feel like a small moment of frustration. It feels like their safety has disappeared. In that moment, they are left with a big, overwhelming emotion that they don't yet have the ability to process. Their brain immediately tries to make sense of what just happened. Why did the person who makes me feel safe suddenly feel scary? But here's the thing, toddlers don't have the ability to understand your stress, your exhaustion, or the pressure you're under. They can't think, my parent is overwhelmed and running late. Instead, their brain searches for the simplest explanation it can find, and it lands on this. They're upset because of me. If that moment is left as it is, if there is no repair, no reassurance, this thought doesn't just fade away. It lingers. And if similar moments happen again and again without being repaired, that temporary thought can slowly turn into a deeper belief. Something about me causes this. I am the problem. That belief doesn't stay limited to childhood. It can follow them into their teenage years, into adulthood, and into every relationship they form. It can shape how they see themselves, how they handle conflict, and how safe they feel getting close to others. This is why repair is so powerful. It doesn't just fix a moment, it shapes how your child understands themselves and their relationships. So, what does repair actually look like? The first and most important step is to make sure that you are calm before going back to your child. If you're still feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, trying to repair the moment can actually make things worse. You might unintentionally raise your voice again or become defensive. So give yourself permission to pause. Take a few deep breaths. Step away for a moment if you need to. Whether it's 5 minutes, an hour later, or even the next day, there is no deadline. What matters is that you come back when you're calm and ready. Once you are, go to your child, get down to their level, and gently reconnect. Look them in the eye and take ownership of your actions. You might say something like, I've been thinking about this morning. I got frustrated, and I raised my voice. It's important to stop there. It can be very tempting to add a but, like, but you weren't listening, or, but we were in a rush. However, the moment you add that but, the responsibility shifts back onto your child, and that little voice in their head that already thinks it was their fault gets confirmed. By owning your behavior without blaming them, you are teaching your child something incredibly valuable, that even when we feel upset, we are still responsible for how we act. Next, acknowledge how they might have felt. This doesn't need to be long or complicated. A simple statement like, I'm sorry if I scared you, can go a long way. It shows your child that their feelings matter, and that you can see things from their perspective. That alone helps rebuild their sense of safety. After that, let them know what you will do differently next time. For example, next time I feel rushed, I'm going to take a deep breath before I speak. This step is powerful because it shows your child that you're not just apologizing, you're trying to grow and do better. It also models an important life skill. When we make mistakes, we reflect and try to improve. Then, offer a way to reconnect. This could be a hug, reading a book together, or spending a few minutes playing. Let your child take the lead. Some children may want to reconnect right away, while others might need a little space first. Both are okay. The important part is the invitation it tells your child that your relationship is still safe and secure. That moment of coming back together after something difficult is actually what builds strong, secure attachment. It shows your child that even when things go wrong, the connection can be repaired. Finally, once everything has settled and both of you are calm, you can address the behavior that started the situation. Keep it simple and focus on what they can do next time. For example, when it's time to get dressed, you can choose which shirt you want to wear. This gives them a clear, positive direction without bringing the conflict back up. When you follow this pattern consistently, repair first, teach second, you'll likely notice that these difficult moments start to happen less often. Your child learns how to respond differently, and they also feel more secure, which naturally reduces resistance and emotional outbursts. But even with all of this, there will still be hard moments. There will still be days when your toddler has a meltdown or refuses to cooperate. That's part of development, not a reflection of your parenting. What matters most is not avoiding every mistake. It's showing your child that when mistakes happen, you come back, you take responsibility, and you reconnect. Because in the end, a strong relationship isn't built on perfection. It's built on repair, understanding, and the consistent message that no matter what happens, your love and connection remain steady and safe.